Hello one, hello all, and we are back, folks. Fall sports are in the books. We have packed up our belongings and brought it indoors. Federico Gymnasium, the site, folks, today. The home opener for the Bulldogs, a non-league matchup versus Division II, the West Warwick Wizards. We're right at tip-off here where we see Jesse Samo getting ready to get things started for the Bulldogs. Official giving some final instructions. And the opening tip for the season is going to go via the Wizards, who will take it. Number 2, Miali with it. And the Wizards swing. Good defense so far by the Bulldogs as they press, kick out. And number 2 shoots 3 deep and off the mark. And there's a whistle against the Wizards. So the first foul that they go in against West Warwick. The Bulldogs will take possession. And Lance Williams, number 5 here. Let me see how many times I call him number 4 from the fall. But Lance Williams, number 5, a senior leader on the team. Inbounds to Romello Hamlin, who will be running guard most of the season, point guard for the Bulldogs. Samo has it. Kicks it out. And back in the hands of Hamlin. Makes a move and presses to the hoop. He goes, and it's good. First points of the season for the Bulldogs, Romello Hamlin. And the score 2-0 Westerly. Hamlin out on the ball. Petrarca with it for the Wizards, trying to find some kind of space. Nobody really doing them any favors, no picks, no moves. And another setup, number 2 with it. Good defense. And Samo gets his hand in, turns into another turnover for the Bulldogs. Hamlin gets it. And now it'll be Williams with it. Back to Hamlin. Again, I had to double take on Williams. I got to get used to number 5 now. And he's going to head fake, trying to create space. Nice switch off by the Wizards. Samo has it, presses, and he's going to go all the way with it, and that's going to go off the back of the rim and out. Wizards will take possession. The score remains 2-0. Quarter number 1 of the season, folks. I am the voice, Greg Morano, and that's Romello Hamlin. Picks off the pass. He's going to go the distance with it, and in it goes. Point number 4 for Hamlin for the day. 4-0 to score. And the Wizards look to press a little bit. We'll hold off on the introductions. Got started a touch late. And so far, the Wizards haven't found much room. A nice 9-footer, and that doesn't go. They do get the offensive rebound, number 23. That's Carl Swanson, kicks it out, and that's 3-pointers off the front of the rim. Not good. To the floor, Aldrich, and he's going to pop it up to Hamlin. Bulldogs out hustle, out rebound. And that was a big portion of the preseason report on this Bulldog squad. They're going to have to rebound as a group. Samo pops a 3 off the mark, and the Wizards will take possession. The Bulldogs have 1 player over 6 feet tall. 1, folks. No look pass inside, and the Wizards get their first point and a whistle foul on Samo. So the Wizards will look to try to finish off a 3-point play here. Score 4-2. So like I said, the Bulldogs enter the season with only 1 player over 6 foot. They're going to have to rebound as a team. They're going to have to out-hustle, out-grit. Not that they don't do that every season. This coaching staff instills it in them. Again, I am the voice, Greg Moreno, alongside producer, owner, Shane Belanger. We have Lisa behind the lens. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing it to you, folks. The season opener off the backboard, and in it goes. Score 4-3. Williams has it, and will take it up court. Bulldogs swing. Hamlin on the baseline. Gets a little room. Reverse layup. Doesn't go. Good defense by the Wizards, but they are unable to keep it in bounds, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs situated right in the middle of this Division I state championship division, whatever you want to call it. And kick out immediately to Aldrich. 3-point attempt. Front rim, and the Wizards come down with the rebound. And they quickly get set up baseline. And he's going to pop 3. It's good. So the Wizards with their first lead of the day, 6-4 the score. Wizards pressing a little bit on offense, trying to get it up the court pretty quickly. Past 2 possessions, it's working. They'll swing the Samo 3-pointer. Good. And he answers 7-6 Westerly. Bang, bang. And you're going to hear a lot of that connection between Hamlin and Samo this year offensively for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have a very good backcourt. They are guard heavy, there's no doubt about it. Clearly, when you only got 1 6-footer, you're guard heavy. Depending on that, and that's going to be picked off by Williams. Good defense again by the Bulldogs, who are definitely scrappy, got their hands in the passing lanes. And all the way late kick out, and the Wizards step in and force the turnover. Pressing again out of the Wizards. Samuel gets his hand in it, and he gets his hand in twice and gets it the second time. Persistent defense by Samuel, going coast to coast with it, up and in with the foul. Jesse Samo, 9-6, heads to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Hit three the long way this time, the last time the hard way this time. Got the Bulldogs the lead back, looks to get him a little bit of space here. So the Bulldogs starting off pretty clean here for the first game of the year. You expect rustiness out of both squads, and defensively they're in all of the Wizards' passing lanes, making it real difficult on them. Very early on in this one, 4:23 to go, quarter number one. And off the mark, so Wizards come down and escape that three-point opportunity. The score remains 9-6 Westerly. This again is a non-league matchup, folks. Westerly Division I, West Warwick Division II, and that's going to be a travel, I believe. And it is. Bulldogs will take possession. And Williams is going to inbound. Hamlin will step over and inbound to Williams. And Williams, the final week of the fall sports season, voted Athlete of the Week after his performance on Thanksgiving Day. Kick out, far side. Good. And who was that over there in the corner? That was number 2, Peter Rextis, the senior guard for the Bulldogs. 12-6 to score. So the Bulldogs, they're going to be doing a lot of their scoring from distance this year, and their defense all over the place right now. Scrappy, tenacious, hands in the lane, shuffling their feet, causing turnovers, at least 5 of them already, I'd say. Aldrich has it. Swings, Hamlin pops a 3. Good! And everyone getting in on the action. Bulldogs creating separation. Timeout on the court. West Warwick. No other choice. Momentum in favor of the Bulldogs. The score, 3:30 to go, quarter number one. Westerly 15, West Warwick 6. Bulldogs at least 4 3-pointers, 5 3-pointers already here. 4, I would say. Yep, that's the number. So Coach Gleason, the coaching staff for the Bulldogs, Coach Gleason in his 17th season, and assistant coaches Brent Fazzaro, Jody Vaca, and Zach Wells. You don't get much better than that, folks. Great coaching staff. And as they said in the season outlook, just one play over 6 feet. The Bulldogs got to find a way to rebound in a very difficult Division I. They spoke of the top 5 in the division, separation in the division. There's about 5 teams who are they're above and beyond. They really are. Whether they should be there or not, that's a question that's been going on for eons. But besides that, Coach Gleason and staff thinks that the Bulldogs can compete with any one of the rest of them. Last year, they ended up winning 2 rounds in the state playoffs, and they look to improve upon that this season. Full court press out of the timeout. Samo on the ball. Aldrich forces a long pass and barely kept in bounds. Number 2 for the Wizards gets an open shot of 3 off the mark, and Aldrich wins the rebound. There's a whistle, and that's going to go against the Wizards. Williams will inbound it. So the Bulldogs having only committed 1 foul so far. And that would be Jesse Samo, I do believe. And off the mark, the Wizards come down with it, number 2. Primary ball handler. Nice no-look pass. Number 23 underneath scores for the Wizards. Carl Swanson, the sophomore center. I'm going to highlight his number and name. He's been involved. Kick out number 2. Head fake travel is Peter Rextis, who's stuck a 3 earlier on in the game. We have a whistle and a break and play here for a moment. This production brought to you in part by the Wireless Zone, folks. Your Verizon authorized retailer located in Dunn's Corners next to Duncan. Cell phone sales, service, and repair. Number 41 set to inbound for the Wizards. 15-8 to score here, quarter number 1. Wizards have 3 team fouls, Bulldogs 1. On the ball, the switch, Hamlin and baseline. They've tried to connect there, have been unable to do so, and that one's long. Hamlin comes down with a long rebound, and the Bulldogs, despite the height, are out-rebounding the Wizards. And looking for a little bit of space. That was number 21 for the Bulldogs, Andrew Plumpton, new to varsity. Shot off the mark. Both teams a little bit cold here. Past couple trips up and down the court. And again, Mealy with a long hop step, and it's no good, but he finds his way open on that baseline again, and it's still no good long. That's about the fourth time they've tried a three from that spot, and this pass almost picked off, and it's going to go in favor of the Bulldogs, out of bounds off the hands of the Wizards. Inbounding will be Hamlin, and we are stuck here at 15-8, 1:53 to go, quarter number one, game number one. Friday night hoops here in Westerly, opening the season with a non-league matchup, which is normally the case in every sport all the time, so this is what we have here. They'll start their league schedule on the 13th, and we will bring it to you, and that is going to be another whistle on the baseline, touch the baseline, it's going to be another turnover. So neither team able to connect here at the moment. And this is kind of what I expected a little bit of in game number one. And that's often why it's a non-league match for these teams, so game number one doesn't come down to bite you in the rear end come the end of the season. You get a little rust from the off season, and it gives you an opportunity to kick it away. Neal with it for the Wizards. Number 21 for the Wizards has it with his head down, head to the hoop, and there is a foul on the floor. It's going to be against the Bulldogs. Not sure who they fired that one against here. And that was on Trey Rextus, number 2. So St. Louis got one, Rextus got one. We got a timeout on the court for the Bulldogs. The score, Westerly 15, West Warwick 8. Only 2 points have been scored since the last timeout. This is the third timeout of quarter number one, which started at a pretty good pace for a season opening game and has kind of idled down to what I would have expected here early on in the first half of game number one. I am the voice, Greg Moran, alongside producer, owner Shane Belanger. We have Lisa behind the lens tonight. We are Wesley.live, Wesley.radio, and we are going to be bringing you home games, road games, boys and girls, folks. Hoops all winter long. So the party is just getting started here tonight. This production brought to you in part by Strategia, website design and search engine marketing design for your local business. Go to strategia.com for more information. So there's the horn, and the players back on the court here at Federico Gymnasium. Crowd still filing in for the Bulldogs. And Bulldogs making it difficult. They got to inbound all the way to the backcourt. And they're able to do so. Number 24 with it, Jaden Hall, point guard sophomore for the Wizards. Number 21 on defense, Plumpton, the junior. And a nice layup by number 21 for the Wizards, and that's going to make it 15-10. Hamlin already has it all the way back up, showing off some of his dribbling skills, and he's going to get called with the offensive. Reaches out his elbow a little bit, got a little bit of extension. He doesn't like to call. I can see it, I guess, early on. There wasn't much contact, but you can't reach out. They'll catch you. So that's going to be Hamlin's first personal. Third team foul for the Bulldogs. They're spreading them out at the moment. Bulldogs are going to have to use their fouls this year. They're not a team that's going to want to leave them in the pocket. They're going to want to play physical D. 3-point attempt by the Wizards, up and over the backboard, no good. Bulldogs will take it. Williams will inbound to Hamlin. Substitution on the court for the Bulldogs. They're going to be doing a lot of that as well. A lot of players will be getting playing time. A new senior and a couple new juniors to varsity that weren't on the lineup last year. And obviously, Ben Gorman not on the lineup this season. All the way to the hoop with the right. Hamlin. He's taken it to the hoop 3 times, and he is 3 for 3 on those attempts. And that's the first Westerly bucket in a few minutes. They needed that. 17-10 the score. Number 10 on the ball for the Bulldogs. And now it's Williams. Turn around, no room. Forced to dish it off late, baseline. And the Wizards looking for space, and they pop a 3. It is short, no good. And from beyond the distance, the Wizards have been cold all quarter. They have attempted it. They haven't gone away from it. Aldrich has it. He's going to go to the hoop with it, and it's good. With the right, off the right side, 19-10. Just like that, the Bulldogs have a 9-point lead to end quarter number one. First quarter of the season in the books, folks. The score, Westerly 19, West Warwick 10. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. All right, folks. Friday night, Federico Gymnasium, and we already have one quarter of the game in the books. That thing just disappeared on us. I am the voice, Greg Morano, alongside producer, owner, Shane Belanger. We have Lisa behind the lens tonight. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing you Bulldogs hoops. We're going to be doing it all season long. Quarter number one goes in favor of the Bulldogs. There were pros, there were cons, there were more pros than cons. Samo with it, swings back to Hamlin. Looking for space inside. Risky pass picked off by the Wizards. And foul, that's going to go against Samo. Little knee knock job on the side. That's going to be his second of the day if he, in fact, did get whistled. So the numbers after the first quarter, 4 Bulldog turnovers, 6 Wizard turnovers. Par for the course, quarter number one, season number one. Bulldogs had 2 steals. I think they got their hands in the lanes a lot more than that, but they secured 2 of them anyway. 0 free throw percentage for the Bulldogs. They missed 2, 100 for the Wizards. And nice little turnaround baby hook for the Wizards. And they're the first to strike here in quarter number 2. 19-12 to score. Number 2, Rex just swings it back to Hamlin. And over to the corner. Number 10 back over to Aldrich to the near baseline. Rexus with it. Nice look inside, and then Fazaro. Shot is no good. Wizards come down with the rebound. Wizards out-rebounded the Bulldogs by about 1 in the first quarter, and they got about 1 here in the second. Kick it back out, 3-point attempt. And it is short again. They are short on a lot, but they get the steal off the rebound. Bulldogs need to secure the rebounds. When they get 2 hands on it, they most definitely need to secure it. They kind of gave that one away. There's a whistle for an untied shoelace here on the court. But the Bulldogs, if they get their hands on the ball, as far as rebounding goes, they got to secure it. They got to help each other out. There's the whistle, and we're off. Bulldogs with a 7-point lead, 6:54 to go, quarter number 2. They get a few days off right after game number 1 here, and they're back in action. I think it's Tuesday night. We'll bring it to you. First league game of the season at Woonsocket. And a floater in the lane, air ball, but they come down with it. Kick it out, number 21, and that is a steal by Fazaro for the Bulldogs. Gives it back to Hamlin, and he'll take it up the court from right to left. And Rexus swings it to the corner. Aldrich has it, takes it down the baseline. Late kick Fazaro, and it's good off the backboard. 21-12 to score. The Wizards will slow things down and take it up to court. This production brought to you in part by Nancy Siciliano Oceanfront Homes, located in downtown Westerly, RI. Residential, commercial, buying, selling, and rentals. Professional home stager on team to help get the most value out of your home. And a nice hand late in there by Aldrich. Almost gets the steal, goes out of bounds. So the Wizards will maintain possession. Bulldogs defense has been in your face all game thus far. Wizards really sticking with their 3-point attempts. So far, that's Bulldogs been fortunate that they have been off. And long inbound pass, Bulldogs nice job defensively on that as well. And they step in late. That's number 10 for the Bulldogs, who got his hand in there, Tyler Rafferty, Peter's brother. And again with the rebound right there, kicks it back out to his brother Peter. And that pass is going to go into the hands of the Wizards, another turnover by the Bulldogs. So a little bit sloppy here, and a long 3-point attempt, and that one is going to rim its way out, no good, and the Bulldogs slapping it around, and we'll get the rebound. Number 10 comes down with it. Tyler Rafferty, the senior. And waiting for the inbound here. Number 24 will take it up the court for the Wizards. That's Jaden Hall. He's only a sophomore. He is their primary point guard. The Wizards with 5 seniors, 4 juniors. Number 11 underneath takes the loot, and a little strong. Number 32, Aldrich, comes down with the rebound. Hamlin will bring it up. Swings it, number 2. Rexus with it, the senior. Off the mark with a 3, and the Wizards come down with a long rebound. And they'll press it a little bit. Up the baseline, a little head fake, trying to create space. Another 3-point attempt, distance, and off the mark again. And there's a whistle on the rebound, and that's going to go against the Wizards. The Bulldogs are clapping their hands. So Bulldogs will get possession, and Fazaro will inbound to Rextus. I don't know why I said that. He had a brother on the team. He does not. So the main height difference that you're missing is obviously in Gorman. But you can find a way to make up with it, as you're seeing the number of substitutions they use, keeping fresh legs on the court, allowing teammates to swarm 4 rebounds. But right now, another sloppy pass right out of bounds, miscommunication between Rexus and Hamlin, the Bulldogs' current backcourt. And they're going to press off the inbound. 21-12 the score, 4:49 to go. Quarter number 2 here. Game number 1. Friday night hoops in Westerly, just getting warmed up for the season. It's a long road, folks. Can't judge too much based on tonight. Can't get too high or too low regarding what happens. Working on a lot of different things. Nice passing by the Bulldogs. Can't finish, maybe one too many passes. Had a chance when they had it in the paint, kicked it outside one extra time, and now to the hoop. The Wizards defended themselves on that one off the mark. They're going to pop another 3, though. Can they make it go? No. Front of the rim it goes. Hamlin will take the rebound. Their 3-point percentage is pretty putrid here in the first half, I have to say. And all the way to the hoop. Nice little one-handed reverse. Holy smokes, Hamlin. Straight to the hoop with some trickery. Hang time and all. Romello Hamlin, the junior guard, he's taken it to the hoop, I think, maybe 4 times himself, and 4 different moves, 4 different styles, and converted all 4 attempts. 23-12 to score. Bulldogs with the 11-point advantage here in the first half. Looking for some room with its pivot move here, number 21, no good. Air ball for the Wizards, and they're going to hit the ground. Aldrich, and it's going to go in favor of the Bulldogs. I think that might have been a quick jump ball call, and the arrow's in favor of the Bulldogs. Now it's going to be in favor of the Wizards. Yeah, so the Bulldogs took possession. I don't think that really benefited them much. They had the ball. Anyway, inbounding for the Bulldogs is going to be Rafferty, and Williams is going to take it up the court. So, athlete of the week in the final week of the fall sports season, Lance Williams, quarterback for the Bulldogs, MVP of the Thanksgiving Day game. An absolute winner on the field, on the court. No doubt about it, and I'm excited to watch it for a whole nother season ahead here. And I was talking about how the Bulldogs are going to need to use their fouls. They really are. They're a small team. They're going to have to be scrappy. They're going to have to be tenacious. They're going to have to hit the deck. They're going to have to hit the floor constantly, and that's going to require fouls. You're given so many per game. I'm not saying you want to get all your guards. You want to get Hamlin and Samo in foul trouble every game. Absolutely not. But you do have players that you do want to use 4 fouls on, or make them play as aggressively as they possibly can. If the refs don't want to call the fouls, don't let them pressure the refs to call the fouls at least. Physical style game is absolutely what they're going to need, especially in this division. Division 1, man, is a competitive division. I was looking up and down it. Like the coaches said in the review, in the preview, there's about 5 of the, untouchables. Anybody's touchable, but they're among the elite, and I'll agree 100% with their synopsis on that. And then the rest of them, any team, any given day. And that's what's going to be so exciting about this season for the Bulldogs. Any team, any given day, but for these players, there can be no letdowns. They got to hit the court with everything they have every game. There's going to be no easy roads. There's going to be no lead that's big enough. Not in this division. It's not afforded that luxury. So back on the court we'll go. That whistle went against the Bulldogs. And Aldrich as he hit the deck, and the Wizards will inbound. And a nice pass underneath, but loser number 23 was going to come up with it for the Bulldogs. That's Tori Ojiri. And the Bulldogs will grab it. Williams will cross midcourt with it. And the swing, and 3-point attempt for the Bulldogs. No good, a little too long. And number 21 will come down with the long rebound. That's Plumpton. Whistle on the floor. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are going to inbound number 23, Tori Ojiri, the junior guard. New to the squad, new to varsity immediately. That's always going to take a learning curve. Williams with the crossover in the paint, short one. It's going to get partially blocked by the Wizards, knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. So that's going to be a turnover. Wizards doing a nice job of collapsing in the paint on Williams. 3 minutes to go in the first half already. First half of game one almost in the books. This is just insanely quick. It's going by. There haven't been a lot of fouls. Nobody in the bonus yet. And that's probably why we have the speed of our game that we have. And we're also moving from sports that were out on the field. Nice passing all the way up the court. Wizards can't finish. Too strong when they go to the hoop. Too short when they're shooting from distance. The Wizards thus far in the first half. It's been the trend all day. Number 11 with it for the Bulldogs. And he swings it. Number 10 in possession. That's Rafferty. He's going to swing it back over. And in Trary with it, the senior guard. Outside Williams. Looking. And Trary swings. And Williams takes it to the hoop, and it's going to go long on him. Wizards come down with the rebound. And Hall's going to take it up the court. Baseline move, little floater, the teardrop goes. So the Wizards score for the first time in quite some time. I didn't want to mention it because a lot of times, I believe in all that voodoo stuff in sports. And I didn't want to curse it, but it had been a long time since they scored. Several minutes, and the Bulldogs answer with a lefty three. That quickly, it took the Wizards quite a while to get on the board, and the Bulldogs just bang, bang, answer with the three and Trary, and the Wizards looking to answer themselves. No room. The Bulldogs defense got back. A couple of head moves, a little physical baseline attempt, but the Bulldogs are there. And there's a whistle, and that is going to go against the Wizards. So the Bulldogs are excited. 26-14, 12-point lead, $1:39 to go, quarter number 2. Game number 1, non-league matchup if you're just joining us. Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing it to you folks. Friday night hoops, Federico Gymnasium. The ladies start on the 14th, I do believe. We'll be bringing it to you live. And the boys have, like I said, game number 1, and then they got a 3-day break. We'll be back in action on the 13th at Woonsocket for league game number 1. Hamlin has it. Couple pivot moves, takes it to the hoop. And a little hesitation, that one doesn't go. Number 1 with it, Hamlin's going to press a little bit and then lay off. Just over a minute to go, 12-point Bulldog lead. They have controlled the pace of play. Their defense has made things extremely difficult. With only 14 points to show in the first half, that's evident. And another long 3 attempt. This time it goes. Got to eventually. And number 2 for the Wizards, Brady Miali, senior wing. He's listed as. Hamlin tries to answer. And this time there's just too many Wizards. Aldrich able to deflect the rebound out to Williams, who has it. He's going to take it to the hoop, and he gets fouled on his way up. I like it. Draws the foul. Bulldogs didn't make their way to the line all that much whatsoever here in the first half. I don't have the exact numbers, but man, this might be like their 3rd free throw attempt. I think they're 0 for their first 2. I might have missed one somewhere along the way, but yeah, they haven't made it to the line that many times. And that's something that they're going to have to do during the season. They're going to have to play physical ball. They're going to have to be beat up, bruised, and tired after every game. That being said, the sky really is the limit for them. They won 2 games in the state playoffs last season, and they're looking to improve upon that. They're not looking at this as a rebuild year. (27-17) the score here as we get a little substitution. 43.6 seconds in quarter number 2. And the free throw's good for the Bulldogs, 28-17. Wizards will take it up the court. So this quarter moved right along because of the lack of fouls on both sides. Refs let them play. And there was a lot of deep shooting. There you go, another one, long 3. That one's off the mark. That was Meal again, and they have shot a lot of 3s and have not converted on a lot. The Bulldogs will have a chance. It's won't be exactly the last possession. There's about a second differential. Hamlin creating space. Nice ball handling skills. Kicks it out to Aldridge. And that 3-pointer just long. Nice job by Hamlin of creating offense. Number 2 with if the Bulldogs swings it. 23 long three-point attempt, and that is an air ball for the Bulldogs. And the Wizards will have it 2-1, and they won't get it up on time. And the score at the half, Bulldogs 28, Wizards 17. And that was apropos of what I would have expected in the first half of play for a season opener. Pretty much for both squads. West Warwick's a Division II squad, Bulldogs being a Division I squad, and we got an 11-point separation. That's about right. Looking at the numbers up, you see the advantage in free throw percentage, but there weren't a lot of free throw shots, so that really makes not much of a difference. 3-point field goal percentage, that really does tell the story. 15%, because they have put up a lot of 3-pointers. 2-point field goal percentage, that's about right what you'd expect, right around where you'd expect game 1 to be. The Bulldogs out rebounding the Wizards. That's something that's a stat that the coaching staff is going to look at all season long. 6 steals by the Bulldogs. Their defense is all over the place. They're getting in passing lanes. And overall, pretty good first half. With that, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for some second half action.
My first impression of Jessie was that she was really shy. They introduced us, and then I kind of just started asking her questions about herself. The more we talked that day, the more we figured out that we had more stuff in common.
Jana, the most important thing in my life. We listen to a lot of music. Well, we like to sing, like karaoke. Me and her like to sing like an opera pitch level, like soprano. We sing good.
It's like she just kept saying, I love karaoke. I love karaoke. I have a tablet. Do you want to sing karaoke? Like, what's your favorite song? Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing.
We were like rocking on.
Jessie is a sunflower. She blooms everywhere she goes. I'm pretty much like a gardener. That's how I look at myself here at the Frank Olin Center and in the world.
The Olin Center, it was started by a group of families that got together in a local library, and they said, we need resources for our family members who have disabilities. There's nothing available. When somebody's not getting services, that means that usually, especially in the children's area, that their disability can become more profound. There's a ripple effect. If we don't provide sufficient opportunities and supports, it does have an effect on the rest of the community. We exist because we want everybody in our community to live lives of purpose and live the life that they want to live. And we do whatever we can to make that happen. I really do see it as an organization of joy and purpose.
My mom and dad brought me here when I graduated from school, 1999. I think I was 15. I love being here. It's the most important thing in my life because I'm learning more skills at the center, like safety skills, baking. I do a lot of crafts because I'm a good artist. And I got a job when Peter Gorman got me the info working at Bella Vita. That's why I met Maria. She's the most favorite boss and I love the whole world. Love being here, being around with people that cares about me a lot.
I really enjoy what I do, and it makes me emotional because like it's important to see them make a difference in their lives. It's all them, and I'm just here for support.
I wish I could have everybody be a fly on the wall and just experience the camaraderie, the sense of belonging, the sense of respect. The Olean Center is a story of empowerment. It's a story of caring. It's a story of inclusion.
It's more than just a job or a career. It's changed me in a way where it's given me hope to know that like there's good out there.
I wish I could help people really see the difference that they make in people's lives when they support an organization like the Olean Center. It's just fundamental, the changes that they can help to make. These are our friends, our neighbors, our siblings, and they have as many and as diverse needs as you and I do. And we're just here to try and help fulfill those with the support of the community.
Do you think the Olean Center has changed your life?
Changed my life, yeah. Being the next chapter in my life makes me feel good. I want to be here for the rest of my life.
To support the work of the Olean Center and learn more, please visit our website, oleancenter.org.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday night hoops here in Westerly. Half number one of game number one for this Boys Bulldogs 2022-2023 edition goes their way. 28-17 the score, 11-point advantage. Game number one of the season, generally always a non-league matchup. That is the case here tonight. West Warwick coming up a division from Division 2 here. Bulldogs in the what they call the state championship division, Division 1, whatever you want to call it. And so you'd expect the Bulldogs, you'd want the Bulldogs to come out of here with a victory. think that they would. They came out with a good first half defensively, especially. They played a really good first half. Offensively, they played well. There was a few dry streaks, but nothing longer than I would have expected coming out of the first game of the season. As you can see, the numbers up on the board, defensively huge in favor of the Bulldogs. And whenever you see the Bulldogs this season with an edge in rebounds, you know they're doing their job. As I said from the coaches preview, they're 1 6-footer on the team. That makes things challenging, folks. So you have to come up with different ways to make up for that difference. And the Bulldogs are going to have to do that all season long. One way I think they're going to have to do that in some of the games is by using their fouls. They committed only 5 fouls in the first half. And that obviously keeps your team out of the penalty, but I do think they're going to have to play some physical ball against some of these Division I teams. Another 3-point attempt out of the hands of the Wizards to start the second half. They are not shy to let it fly. It's off the mark. Hamlin fouled as he hauled in the rebound. So a quick foul up against the Wizards. You always like to see that as a Bulldog fan. And Hamlin will inbound for the Bulldogs. So the Wizards have been popping threes all over the place here in the first half. Number 2, Brady Miel, converted one, or they're only 2, I do believe. So they haven't been hitting the number there from distance, but they're persistent with it. Williams has it. He swings to the top, back to the hands of Hamlin. Samo has it. It's been a while since he put one up. Williams from distance. And that is going to rim out. Aldrich has the rebound, looks at Samo underneath. Nice dodge by the Wizard defense, crashing the teardrop attempt by Hamlin doesn't go, but Aldrich with the offensive rebound, and he goes up strong with the right. It's good and one. He will try to complete the 3-point play. First points here in the second half go to the Bulldogs. 30-17, free throw pending. Aldrich, one of the physical players on this Bulldog squad, is going to have to use that attribute all season long. Williams, extremely physical, never afraid to hit the floor. They've been in the passing lanes all night long. Samo, extremely long arm width. Hamlin tries to jump the pass, and no look. Number 11 with the ball fake, takes to the hoop, travel. Ball dropped, but I do believe he took one extra step, and he did. So the Bulldogs will take possession, 31-17 to score. Already a minute going in quarter number 3. Oh, he was fouled on the way, I think, on the floor. He was fouled on the floor, so should be a 1-and-1. And the free throw is up and good. 3-point play for the Wizards. I had that completely wrong. Hamlin has it for the Bulldogs. 31-20 the score. Not a lot of first half fouls. That is why it was such a quick half. And they double on Samo, able to get it over to Hamlin. They're pressing a little bit more, the Wizards. Nice pad, a little bit off the mark by Hamlin. And out of bounds it goes, turnover by the Bulldogs. So the Wizards, down 11, will take possession here, quarter number 3. Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bring it to you, folks. This is just the start. It's a long haul here, long season. Boys and girls basketball, home and road, long season. A lot of hoops ahead. And they find the open man, 3-pointer, no good for the Wizards. That's almost like a broken record, and that's a good thing if you're rooting on the Bulldogs here. Hamlin has it. Little step back, and it's off the mark, knocked out of bounds, and it is going to go off of a Bulldog. The Wizards will take possession. This production brought to you in part by Wireless Zone, your Verizon authorized retailer located in Dunn's Corners next to Duncan. Cell phone sales, service, and repair. And the Wizards take it up. Quickly across midcourt. Underneath, nice look. Turnaround, good. Number 41 for the Wizards, Dylan Vivieros, the junior forward. And that'll make it 31-22, 9-point advantage for the Bulldogs. And they try to go across the court, too risky on that one. That pass is picked off by the Wizards, who almost lose possession underneath. Bulldogs swarm the paint. Long rebound goes to the Wizards to get a second chance. Can't give up offensive rebounds if you're the Bulldogs this year. And that little baby hook short. And this time it goes into the hands of Williams, and the Bulldogs escape. Williams takes it the distance, goes up with it, underneath a little bit too much. Shot is off the mark, and the Wizards have it again. 31-22, 5:21. Third quarter, Federico Gymnasium. non-league matchup. Game number 1, Friday night. Top of the hill here in Westerly. Offensive foul against the Wizards. The Bulldogs will take it. Williams will inbound to Hamlin. So as I was saying earlier, the Bulldogs needing to use their fouls. When you're undersized, you got to play physical, and that's going to turn into fouls. So it's going to be all right if you have several players with 3 or 4 fouls at the end of the game, even if a couple end up with too many. You're going to want to use them. You have a certain amount that you're able to use, so you're going to want to use them. And this Bulldog team, as scrappy as they are, more than likely will. And the Wizards try to double team on the baseline, and they are called for a reach. So number 2 for the Bulldogs, Rexus, the senior guard, is going to inbound. Correction, there's a substitution, and Williams will inbound for the Bulldogs. So there's more whistles here in the second half, in the third quarter, but it is still moving right along. 5 minutes to go. And they get it into Hamlin. And quickly over to Rexus. Samo, deep 3. And just off the mark. And number 41 is going to take it up the court for the Wizards. And he wants a little space on the ball for the Bulldogs, Rexus. Pick set for him. Not much space created. Samo on the ball now. Petrarca looking for something here. Not getting what he wants. Kicks it out to Meal. Petrarca back with it. Uses the pick. Nice switch by the Bulldogs. Rexus on the ball. Did they get him for the reach there? And they did. Man, that was a little bit ticky-tack. Good defense by the Bulldogs, if you ask. And there's going to be a timeout on the court by the Bulldogs. Not much of a flow here in the third quarter. Not just yet. But like I said, I expected that earlier on in the game. This game started pretty smooth. Both teams were moving along pretty smoothly. It's been a little bit bumpier here late in the second quarter, early in the third. Neither team's got into a flow here in the second half. We are halfway through quarter number 3. Bulldogs with a 9-point advantage, 31-22. And like I said, after today, they got 3 days off. 10th, 11th, and 12th back on the court on the 13th at Woonsocket. We'll be bringing it to you. 7 p.m. start, and I do believe the ladies are on start their season on the 14th right here at Federico Gymnasium. And guess what? We'll be bringing that to you as well. This production brought to you in part by Stratedia, website design and search engine marketing designed for your local business. Go to stratedia.com for more information. As the teams assemble back on court, 4:17 to go, quarter number 3. We got a 9-point Bulldog advantage. And it's going to be number 21 for the Wizards, inbounds it to the backcourt. And they are swinging the perimeter, which is where they do most of their work. And the pass inside, one too many. Hamlin steps in with the steal and quickly takes it up court. Williams has it. Finds some space, turns back. Aldrich to Hamlin on the baseline. And it gets kicked over to Samo. Williams with it now. And he's going to take it all the way in. And nice job over 2 defenders. Little fadeaway off the board by Williams, and that gives the Bulldogs their first field goal in a couple minutes. 33-22 the score, back to an 11-point advantage. So reading this season preview, I mean, new to varsity for the Bulldogs. They even have a couple seniors. Daniel Entreri, he's been on the court, and he's done a decent job here tonight, and he's going to get a lot of time this season. And Kyan DeLuca, Kyan, excuse me. Juniors Tori Orjeri, Eric Fazaro, Blake Silverman, and sophomore Tyler Brayman, all new to varsity for the Bulldogs. And we have a break on the court, 35-22 the score. Bulldogs with their largest advantage here tonight. West Warwick forced to call a timeout as the Bulldogs grab momentum here in the second half. Going back to the season preview is all we really have to work with. Is what happened last year, the season preview. I have circled, obviously, the fact that they're missing their former 6'3" forward, Ben Gorman. But that is something that they knew about and that they've prepared for and planned for in the entire preseason. And you find different ways to make up for that kind of a loss. And they're going to be improving on those ways all season long. They've done a nice job on the boards here tonight. They really have. They've attacked. They're playing a little bit more physical here in the second half. It's either that or The refs are just blowing the whistle a little bit more, but more fouls have been called. So breaking from the timeout, Bulldogs with a 13-point advantage. 3:13 to go, quarter number 3 here in this non-league season opening matchup. League season opens on the 13th on the road at Woonsocket. Lady Bulldogs in action right here the next day to open their season up. And Hamlin with the steal is going to go coast to coast, and it's good. 37-22, Bulldog advantage. And they definitely have the crowd into it now, and they're going to press. And on the press, diving in the middle is Williams. Almost picks it off, jumps the route like in football, goes to the floor. There's a whistle, and we're going to see it's going to go against the Bulldogs as the Wizards will inbound, and the Bulldogs will press. Number 2 set to inbound, Brady Meal for the Wizards. Samo on the ball. And they get it in. Number 10 has it, and he's going to go the distance with it, and no good. Nice defense by the Bulldogs. And Aldrich hits the deck on the D, and Samo tries to put it down. Hamlin brings it to the hoop with the offensive rebound, and it's up and in. 2 more for the Bulldogs, 39-22. All energy here in Federico Gymnasium has been stolen by the Bulldogs, and the gap has grown larger. Another Wizards timeout, 17-point Bulldog advantage. They have taken control here, folks, in the third quarter, and you want to know how, in my estimation, that they've done it? Straight up hustle. It's just been hustle. They've out-hustled on every play. It's not like they're firing every single three they're firing up is falling to the bottom. They're just out-hustling, playing harder, and outplaying their opponent. 39-22 the score, 2:34 to go. Quarter number 3, game number 1 non-league. Our cheerleaders are live and in action. The crowd's into it. It's a long season. And like I said, the ladies start up midweek next week. Bulldogs more than likely looking to do more of the same here coming out of the break. There is the horn. The Wizards are going to inbound, and here we go. Number 2, he's had a long night. He's had the ball more than any other Wizard. Samo on the ball. Bulldogs are pressing. And they have made it difficult defensively all night long for this Wizard team. Nice around the back, nice ball handling skills. And he'll go all the way to the hoop with it. And a beautiful job by number 21 for the Wizards. Around the back and then up with his left. Hamlin, Samo, back to Hamlin. Back to Samo. Underneath Aldrich, and they're swinging. Find Williams open for the 3, and it's off the mark. Wizards going to get the rebound, 39-24 the score. Wizards are going to have to get into action here. Take momentum back, take some energy back on the court. Here they are down 15 points. 10 minutes left in this ball game. And they do get it underneath number 21 again. Little pivot move, and it goes. And he is their go-to guy right now, and wouldn't you know it, their roster reads to me number 13 and number 23. He didn't make it on print, but he's doing it on the court for the Wizards. And they force a turnover. Trap in the corner on Rextus, and they are pressing a little bit, doing what they need to out of this timeout to make this a game again. And if he can nail this, it would sure do it. Number 24 from 3, and it's just off the mark, and that is something the Wizards need to handle up the court quick. Aldrich has it, gets a little deeper than he wanted to, comes up short, and the Wizards press. Back and forth we go. And number 24 kicks out late. Number 10 has it. And the short jumper, and it doesn't go. The lost art. That little short intermediate jumper, no good. Number 2 has it, gives it to Hamlin. Bulldogs will settle things down here with a 13-point advantage. Hamlin was thinking about it, had second thoughts, gets it over to Jesse Samo. He isn't afraid, pops it, and just off the mark, Williams rips down the offensive rebound. Gets it back out to Hamlin with a fresh shot clock to Samo again, and he's going to try it again, a step forward. This time it's good. Bang, bang. Try number 2 to the bottom of the net. 3-pointer. Bulldogs needed 42-26. Timeout on the court. And with that, folks, we will take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, folks. I am the voice, Greg Morano, alongside producer, owner, Shane Belanger. We have Lisa and True behind the lens. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing it to you on the hardwood, folks. Game number 1 of the Bulldogs boys basketball season, and they have come out and done a nice job here. They have a 42-26 lead late in quarter number 3, 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Wizards have the ball, trailing by 16. Wizards in Division 2, Bulldogs in Division 1. The Game 1 crossover does not go towards their league record, clearly. That will begin on the 13th at Woonsocket for this Bulldog team. So this is a primer to get them ready, to get them to work out some kinks. This team is going to be developing all year long. That's the type of squad they are, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to have to out-hustle teams. They're going to have to make up for their height disadvantages, and they've done so here tonight. Able to break the press, the Wizards, until the last second. He stepped down on the baseline, and they're going to turn it over. The Bulldogs will take possession. Coming off the same old 3 and the forced timeout due to the 3, the Bulldogs have it. Rex sits with it. 6 seniors, 6 juniors, and a sophomore, this Bulldog team. Hamlin has it. Crossover spin in the paint. There is a travel call on it. Foot slid a little bit too much on the spin. The Wizards will take over under the hoop. 20 seconds to go in quarter number 3. And the Wizards are going to probably, I don't think they're going to wait till the last shot, but number 21 has it. He's been the hot hand. Kicks it back out. Looking for space. Number 2 pops a 3, and it is an air ball. No good. Hamlin has it. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and it's up. Rex just gets it off in time and off the backboard. No good. 3 quarters in the books. The score, Westerly 42, West Warwick 26. 1 quarter to go, folks. Bulldogs with a 16-point advantage. Looking to do more of the same here in the 4th. This game has cruised by. As you can see by the numbers, the advantage goes to the Bulldogs. The 3-point field goal percentage really is a big difference, because that 13%, they have shot a lot of 3s. So for it to be 13 with the number of 3s they have put up, they haven't shot a lot of free throws, so don't let that 100% deceive you. They are well into the single digits, free throw-wise. 23 rebounds for the Bulldogs, very impressive. 8 steals as well. Less turnovers early on in the season. You're going to see those numbers in the double digits, and you just hope they go down as the season goes on. This Bulldog team for game number 1 has not come out looking bad at all. They've come out high energy, high octane, like they're going to all season long. This production, folks, brought to you in part by Nancy Siciliano, Oceanfront Homes, located in downtown Westerly, RI. Residential, commercial, buying, selling, and rentals. Professional home stager on the team to help get the most value out of your home. As the teams get ready to break and take the court for this final quarter here. So we will be back in action on Tuesday, folks. The Bulldogs league opener. Rexus will inbound to Hamlin. And flip to the back, number 25 in for the Bulldogs, Tyler Brayman. And he is the 1 sophomore on the varsity, listed as a guard. And he has it. Head fake, he's going to take it with a spin move in the paint, and too many defenders, gets his own rebound, but still too many Wizards there as they strip it away. And the Wizards get a turn with it here. They're going to have to make a move and make one quick if they want to get back into this. And a late pass, one too many, picked off by the Bulldogs, number 21 on defense, Andrew Plumpton. Forced up and kicked back out. Hamlin has it. Lets his offense set back up, pops the 3. And that is off the mark, and the Wizards come down with the rebound. And they press it up the court, picked off behind the Bulldogs. Rexus jumps in the passing lane, and he'll let the Bulldogs set up a little bit here. And he works off the pick. Number 23 swings to the baseline. And the lone sophomore on the Bulldogs dishes off to Hamlin, sets a pick, goes away from it, and takes it to the hoop with the scoop, and just doesn't get the roll. But number 25 on the scene with the rebound. The putback doesn't go. Do the Bulldogs get 3 chances? There's a whistle. He's pointing. Hamlin's down. Hopefully soon to pop up. As they get everything cleared up here, I do believe we're going to have maybe a timeout. I'm guessing at the moment. I don't even know what the call is, to be 100% honest. We do have Hamlin down at the moment. He's up and on the sideline. Under his own power, that is huge. That needs to be the case for the majority of the season. So both teams are in a timeout at the moment. As Hamlin is in the corner of my eye, that's what I'm paying attention to. He's getting checked, but he doesn't seem like he's in any kind of excruciating pain. So back to the huddle we go as Coach Leeson puts together the final formula here for the last 6:40 in game number 1 of the 2022-2023 campaign. It's nice to be out of the elements and in a controlled environment. Number 21 set to inbound for the Bulldogs, Andrew Plumpton Jr. And up over the top, Rexus has it. Looking to the near side, all the way to the edge. Underneath, and number 25, Brayman. Nice job underneath, and from about 2 feet away, finger rolls in. 44-26 to score. Wizards looking for anything. Number 21, their main offensive threat of the day, the one man I do not have on the roster today. Number 24 with it, trying to look for some kind of space. They've been popping threes all day long. They just haven't found the bottom. Brayman gets in the way with the steal for the Bulldogs, doing a nice job. Rexus has it. Lets the offense set up. Brayman with it at the top. Number 23 pops the three, no good. That was Tori Orjeri with the attempt, the junior guard for the Bulldogs. 44-26 to go, 5.5 to go, quarter number 4. Game number 1, folks, and the three-point attempt, good for the Wizards. 44-29, that makes it. 15-point Bulldog advantage. Is it enough? It's never enough, and the Bulldogs need to get used to that, especially once they step into their Division I schedule. It's never enough. It's going to be, and that three-point attempt is short, no good. Tried to follow it up. Wizards have it. They're going to have to play 4 quarters of basketball every game. 24 guard shoots off of the dribble, no good. But they come down with their own offensive rebound. Back up they go with it, fouled on the way up. They're going to get 2 shots. It looks like, cut into it a little bit more. Number 23 fouled. That's Swanson for the Wizards. So we are at the 5-minute mark in quarter number 4. A younger lineup in now for the Bulldogs. And the first free throw is good. 14. And the second free throw is good. 13-point Bulldog advantage. Number 21 is going to inbound for the Bulldogs. Williams back in the game. Samuel back in the game. Couple substitutions before it gets too close. 5 minutes in basketball, 13 points can go like that instantly. And nice defense by the Wizards. The double team, the trap, and they get it. What a nice job recovering by the Bulldogs as number 21 for the Bulldogs, Plumpton, takes it right from the shooter, and now he's trapped at the baseline, and he is picked off by the Wizards. Back and forth we go, and then Samuel gets his hand in, and they're going to get somebody for contact there. That is going to be on the floor. The Wizards will inbound. Samuel on the ball. 13-point Bulldog advantage, 4.5 to go. Hamlin, Williams, and Samo back in. Those are 3 core players on this squad. They're going to be on the floor together quite often, the majority of the time. Looking for space, the Wizards. Bulldogs a little bit tighter on D here this possession. Looking for the 3, take a long one. This time it goes! Wizards getting hot late in this one. Nothing dropping from 3-point land in the first 3 quarters, really. And now they've scored 3 times in a row, and it's a 10-point ball game. Williams out to Samo, back to Williams. Samo has it. The swing to the corner, 3-point attempt for the Bulldogs, no good. Number 10 comes down with the rebound for the Wizards, so they look to get this thing down into single digits. Folks, there's still 4 minutes to go. If they can cut this thing into single digits, we got ourselves a ball game. Calling out a play here. Organized offense. There's no panic on this Wizards team. And they get it down underneath. Number 10 with a little baby hook comes up short. Long rebound back to the Wizards. They have another shot at it. Long 3-pointer. No good. Ill-advised attempt, in my opinion. There's still plenty of time. Hasn't had the hot hand tonight. Might have wanted to give that one off. Fortunately for the Bulldogs, Hamlin has it, and he puts up the 3. This one drops. He is the hot hand this time, and that brings it back to 13. And definitely we have an applauding West Warwick team. So let's see why. The replay looks beautiful to me. And there is discussion at center court here. I am not sure why. They got the point, so it's a 13-point ball game. Technical foul. A little bit of too much flair on the part of Romello Hamlin. That's what we got. The follow through with a little wave. I saw that, and I didn't know that was beyond the rules, but apparently it is. Regardless, that makes it go from 13 back down to 12. And he can make it 11, and they get the ball. And he doesn't make it 11, but it's a 12-point game. The Wizards will get the ball back. 3:07 to go, quarter number 4. There's a whistle about to get started here. So this West Warwick team has not quit, certainly. And a little contact on the edge. That's going to go against the Wizards, and the Bulldogs applaud. They take possession. Wizards can't afford to make those mistakes. I don't know why number 21 was even on the bench. He is going to check back in. But he's been their best offensive threat. He's been their best presence under the hoop overall all night long for the Wizards. Williams is going to inbound it to Hamlin here. 3:04 to go, quarter number 4. 12-point Bulldog advantage, game number 1. Non-league matchup. Friday night hoops just getting heated up here, folks, on this one. This 2022-2023 campaign. We will be back in action on Tuesday. The league season starts for this Bulldog squad, and we'll be right back here on Wednesday. And a nice little alley-oop attempt to Samo. Secures it, kicks it back out there, rotating. Williams has it. Back to Hamlin. Head fake, and they're going to get it with a travel. On the head fake, he slid a little bit, so just under 3, and still a 12-point ball game. So the Lady Bulldogs start their season on the 14th right here, and we'll be bringing that to you. A lot of excitement for surrounding the ladies this season as well. Timeout on the floor. 2:41 to go. Quarter number 4. I am the voice, Greg Moreno, alongside producer, owner Shane Belanger. We have Lisa Ann True behind the lens. We are Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, bringing you Bulldogs, hoops, ladies and men, all season long, folks. Just getting started here tonight. Westerly.live, Westerly.radio. We got the Westerly cheerleaders in action right now on the court. Everything's a party here in Federico Gymnasium in game number 1. 2:41 to go. Bulldogs enjoying a 12-point advantage. Playing Division II West Warwick. This production brought to you in part by Strategia, website design and search engine marketing, designed for your local business. Go to strategia.com for more information. We're about to get started here pretty soon. And here we go. We are off. 2:41 to go. The Wizards trying to inbound. Number 1 with it for the Wizards. Derek Petrarca, their senior guard. If the Wizards, you got to think, weren't so ice cold from 3, little head fake to look for space in the 3-point area, ain't getting any. And the Bulldogs forced nearly a turnover. There's a whistle down there somewhere, jump ball called. No, a foul called. But if they weren't so ice cold in the first really 3 quarters, but essentially the first half at least, it'd be a different game, it really would, because they went a span. They went 1 for about 12 at some point. And I think I'm just kind of throwing out random numbers there, but it was pretty close to that, it seemed. So if they came in this gym with a hot hand tonight, this game would be a lot different. But those are all things that the coaching staff sees before me, and far more intricately than myself. Williams inbounds. Hamlin has it. 12-point advantage. Approaching the 2-minute mark in game number 1, which has moved right along. More whistles in the second half. But as I say that, I said at halftime that the Bulldogs are going to have to use their whistles this season. They're going to have to play physical, and they unable to get the offensive rebound off the mark. The Wizards will press, kick back, try to take a long 3. Bulldogs don't get it to him. Number 41, 3-point attempt. Yeah, and that one's going to roll out. Hamlin with the rebound. And he presses a little bit. Samo has it. Pop, a 3. Bang, bang. Samo good. Extends the lead. That could be the nail. 50-35 the score. 15-point advantage. And you're going to be hearing a lot of Hamlin to Samo this year. You're going to be hearing a lot of Williams, Aldrich. I don't want to miss people, but those 4 names are definitely coming to the forefront to me here in game number 1. They're all over the place, all over the floor, and that's the type of squad this Bulldog team is going to have to be this season. Like the coach said, they got those 5 elites, and then there's about 10 teams, and there's no reason the Bulldogs can't be right up top of those 10 teams. But if the ball bounces the wrong way, or if you don't come 100% and bring it every night, you could be at the bottom end of those 10 teams. So it's going to be an exciting, exciting year. High-octane hoops here for the Bulldogs. Nice pass inside, and the short jumper just bounces away for the Bulldogs. We approach 1 minute to go. Bulldogs with a 13-point advantage, and Samo's going to get whistled a little too physical on the D, tried to jump the pass. So number 21 will head to the line for the Wizards. 1:05 to go, quarter number 4. This production brought to you in part by Nancy Siciliano Oceanfront Homes, located in downtown Westerly, RI. Residential, commercial, buying, selling, and rentals. Professional home stager on the team to help get the most value out of your home. And that is off the mark. Bulldogs unable to get the rebound, so the Wizards go back up with a nice block. And they still come up with it. Number 15 with the block for the Bulldogs. I want to give him the credit. And on about the 5th attempt, who is it? Number 21, up and in, looking for another 3-point play. I still want to go back to DeLuca Kyan, senior forward, with that nice block. Probably the best block of the game. And he is new to varsity for the Bulldogs. And can't convert the 3-point play. Hamlin has the rebound. We have an 11-point game, and we have a whistle on the floor. We have a substitution, simply a substitution. Number 13 is going to inbound for the Bulldogs. That's Blake Silverman, junior guard, to Hamlin, as we tick down at around 50. Wizards are playing back in a base defense, having found the outcome to be inevitable at this point. Bulldogs are going to move to 1-0. It is a non-league victory, but it is exactly how you want to start the season. Can't do better than that. 1-0 is 1-0. A few days off to work on some things, rest their legs, pass a little bit off the mark, Little pick and roll attempt. Didn't see that all game long. Nice to see him try to work it in there at the end. And this team is going to expand. As the season moves on, they're going to get better. They're going to add plays. And they're going to be a scrappy, exciting bunch to watch. There is no doubt about it. 50-39 the score, 15 seconds to go. The Bulldogs can run it off. Hamlin with a high hand today. Samo with a high hand today. And the crowd's on their feet. Bulldogs are on their feet. And this one is in the books, folks. The season opener done. Final score, Westerly High School 50, West Warwick 39. Bulldogs 1-0 in this non-league matchup. They hit the floor in Woonsocket on the 13th, and we are going to bring it to you live. Ladies start their season on the 14th. We're going to bring you that as well. Folks, Westerly.live, Westerly.radio, signing off 50-39. Bulldogs win.